Hey guys, I'm Si and welcome to Ace Podcast Nation, the home of the revamped and new look Kevin McNaughton Show. It is no longer crazy football. This is Super Kev Unscripted. This is episode number 4, and this is the Hug My Knee special, the New Year's bash, the extravaganza, and the last show of the year, or the last live show of the year on the channel. The show's available live on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Ace Podcast Nation, your home to many other great shows and series featuring top guests, expert analysts and more. So please do give us a follow on social media and subscribe to the YouTube channel to get all our shows first. Get the audio versions at all the usual podcast and radio platforms. And just to let you all know, for those early starters, the ones who are in at the start, we are running a competition this evening for Kevin McNaughton's doodles from the last show, signed, including expletives, so don't give it to your kids. And but there'll be some clues throughout the show about a certain footballer. You must guess who the footballer is, and you will win that signed Kevin McNaughton portrait of myself from the last show. And he'll also be doodling away today. So eyes and ears peeled. Super Kev McNaughton, what a legend. Super Kev Unscripted is unique and different. All our shows, as in this series, we don't focus on the one particular subject. We don't focus on the guest career. All the questions and topics are pretty much set by the people. Nothing is off limits. There are no censors. There are no scripts. Joining me for this series, as ever, is former Scotland international, ex-Aberdeen, Bolton, Cardiff City legend, Super Kevin McNaughton. Welcome back, buddy. How goes it?
It goes well. I'm slightly more sober than I was by the end of the last show, which I think got a wee bit out of hand, but I think this is par for the course now on this show. As time goes by, at the ready. It gets a little bit wilder.
That's the way, mate. So, as I said on the social media platforms yesterday, grab a drink and get ready, because
get ready to rumble.
Get ready to rumble. We're going to see where we go, see where we end up. We'll of course have some would you rather questions for Super Kev. We will of course do our top 10 list of the week, and this week we are doing the top 10 best footballers of all time, which will be very interesting. We'll also be talking about some of the things which have gone on in 2020, and of course answering questions from the live chat. So grab a drink and join us. But before the wildness starts, before the silliness starts, I wanted to also say, but look, 2020 has been an absolute shite year. We all know this. It's been shocking. It started off terribly with Chris Barker's passing. Peter Whittingham passed away. Diego Maradona and Paolo Rossi as well later in the year. And really I just wanted to pay tribute to them, all four great men, for many different reasons. Massive losses to the football community, but also to their fans, but all, of course, mainly to their family and close friends. And it won't be the same without any of them, it's got to be said. But so I wanted to take a minute for that, because it is the last show of the year, and it is the New Year's party, as it were, the New Year's bash. So a few comments already, but you mentioned, Kev, that on the last show you were a bit tipsy, but also, as is tradition, as you mentioned, every single show we've had a few drinks and few laughs. But
Yep.
there was, when we did the crazy, so before we started the unscripted show, we did Crazy Football, where me and you were just basically getting drunk and watching ridiculous football clips and just talking about them and laughing at them.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
I think we did 2 episodes or 3 episodes, but the last episode never saw the light of day because it kept getting copyrighted, taken down. But in that particular episode, it was messy, wasn't it? By the end of it, it was real messy. You don't even remember it, do you?
I can't remember the last good. It must have been 30 minutes. Can't remember the last 30 minutes of it. Sure, it lasted. It must have been a long one though. Must it have been, or was it?
Yeah, it was about 2 hours. Good 2 hours.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I
yeah.
think I started the gin pretty sharp before the actual recording, and then obviously by the end of it, it was it got a wee bit messy, and it's actually in the archives now. It's the lost file.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no one's. I think
Never to be seen.
it was on Facebook briefly before it got taken down. So 1 or 2 people might have seen it, but it's very unlikely that the
It's
masses
an exclusive
have seen
club.
it. Yeah, that's it, mate. But I've got some plans for next year for the hardcore supporters of the channel. There will be a way to access that content, among other things, some special content. But let's have a look at some of these comments. Rob Boyle's in the chat, as he always is. We're gonna have to be we'll be mocking him for a good hour and a half, I think. But
I can't wait to hear what his players are. Is he going to pick
I
Eddie
know.
Johnson? Isn't it? Eddie Johnson.
Eddie Johnson, and what's the other one? It'd be Jason Lee. He's probably right up there. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Gavin Randall, the Mad Silver Fox, the wee mad Scotsman. Stereotype that is, isn't it? God.
That's a wee bit harsh.
Gavin off getting off to a bad start. James Costley said, "How is Kev's phone? What did you do to your phone? Did you drop it? Probably."
How's my phone?
Gerard Houllier, of course, another gentleman who passed away this year. There's been many big names and big losses for the football community. Top shirt. GD Parry says top shirt above Kev's head. Steve McMahon says quiz champions are in.
The quiz champs. Yeah.
James Costley says Andrea Ferretti should be right up there. I thought he got a raw deal. I do.
I was just what he said. Remember? Let's see if I can find him. Name this rugby player, right?
Yeah, we did. You done this last show, mate. Gabba Jeepers.
I didn't remember. That's the alcohol.
That's a good start.
Good start there. Done that one. Did we do the Aberdeen? Did we do the Cardiff and Aberdeen faces as well? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's that. Then.
Good start. Repeating it. But you were there when the club Cardiff signed Andrea Ferretti, weren't you?
Yes. He put the ball.
What was he like in training?
In the
because
net.
he looked good before he came.
Oh, he had magnificent hair.
He did. Quality hair.
That was to be fair. I mean, he never really played, and he was. I don't think he was really suited to the championship. He was a bit just mamby-pamby.
Wasn't perhaps physical enough, was he?
Nah, he was a tidy wee footballer, but don't think he was really a championship footballer.
I don't know what he went on to do really, but he was highly rated when he came in. To be fair, like everyone was expecting, I suppose, as such is. Right, there's a long comment here from Robert Hutchison. Says, "Si, any chance you can tell Kev? I seen the Journey of Yourself video the other day. You are a Cardiff legend, 110% every game, fair play, quality, played with your heart on your sleeve. You seemed a good guy, character. You've definitely got a great bond relationship with us City fans. Thanks for your service from every Bluebird." He does the Ayatollah and he says, "Oh, and I'd let you shag my ex, Kevin McNaughton."
Thank you very much.
I noticed he said his ex and not his current wife. That's
well,
it's an indicator of maybe the respect is not completely there.
I was fair to say. I mean, a wee bit disappointed, but
so
as long as his ex is half decent, then we're still friends.
Yeah, I think so far you've been stereotyped as a mad Scotsman and you've been offered an ex-wife instead of a wife. If it does feel like maybe the standards are slipping as you get older, Kev?
Well, flabbergasted, really, to be honest with you.
Furious. Tamping. Get some gin. Quick.
I don't know.
But I got to say, Robert makes a phenomenal point. Phenomenal point. One of these shows, we should do a quiz thinking about it. Because
quiz?
I think, we should do a quiz one day. Not today. Today is all about having a look at the shit show that is 2020. What's been your favourite thing about 2020? That'd have to be like football related.
2020?
Favourite thing that happened in 2020?
Favourite thing about 2020?
Anything good happen?
The favourite thing about 2020 was drinking a bottle of it. I think it was around about my birthday.
You drank a bottle of 2020. Jeez, I haven't
2
drunk one of them
bottles,
for a while.
2 bottles,
Oof.
in fact. And there's a new limited edition flavour, pineapple. Try to think what it's called.
Jesus.
It's beautiful.
I haven't drunk a bottle of 2020
That was one of the
for
highlights.
a very long time.
That was one of the major highlights. Another highlight, I think.
It's not been a very good year, has it? It's not been a good year.
To ever happen this year.
Yeah, it's been the best thing about 2020 is it's coming to an end, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the football was weird, wasn't it? Where you had the big break in the middle of last season.
No, football's not been the
Project
same
Restart.
without any fans. Football's been rubbish with fans. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't like it. I find it very difficult to get into the games. Like,
Do you not think it was really strange actually sitting there and watching German football as well, getting really excited?
yeah,
to go and watch
everyone
the
was getting
German
bang into it, wasn't it?
I was like, I actually dragged my telly outside in the back garden when it was nice and warm. And for the first time ever in my life, was sat outside in the garden watching German football, drinking a daiquiri, frozen daiquiri. And
What has the world become?
This is a crazy year.
Drinking a daiquiri in the garden, watching German football.
Frankfurt.
So, who was your German team then?
It was. I think it was Frank. Yeah, it was Frank. Was it Frankfurt?
Frankfurt.
Yeah, Frankfurt. Yeah.
I like Red Bull Leipzig.
It was
myself.
Berlin. Hertha.
Hertha Berlin. Yeah.
We've actually played against them back in the day.
Oh, did you? Craig.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Scotland qualified, didn't they, for the Euros?
I actually thought it was drunk that night and it never happened. That's why I totally forgot about that.
Just dreamt it.
I dreamt that. Yeah, that was one of the highlights because it was Big Davy Marshall saving it as well and being the hero.
What a legend.
Was the highlight for me. Yeah, that's the best thing that's happened ever. In fact.
Yeah, I think so. I think we discussed this on a previous show. But do you think David Marshall is the best goalkeeper to play for Cardiff in recent?
He's actually in my top 10.
15 years.
He's in my top
10 best footballers of all time. David Marshall, number 1.
He's number 1.
Yeah,
he's right
I
up
think,
there.
he deserves it.
Yeah.
We should have done. What would have been funnier would have been top 10 worst footballers of all time, because the top 10 best footballers of all time is easy, innit?
See, you'll get a few smart Alec comments saying my name and from the mates
that's
who
the fun of it.
listen.
So yeah, guys, you can send in who you think should be in the top 10 best footballers of all time.
I can't wait to hear Rob's, honestly.
It's going to be hilarious.
Rob's, for those who have not watched the previous shows, what was Rob's film again? The top
Moana.
10 film? Moana was in there.
It's the best film ever made.
What was the Christmas one?
Toy Story.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
come on, Rob.
it was bad, wasn't it? It was horrendous. I think I'll put it to the comments in the live chat. Should we do the top 10 best footballers of all time without the big four or with the big four? So should we take out Maradona, Pele, Messi, and Ronaldo out of the mix to just to make it a bit more interesting, or should we keep them in because they are probably the 4 best of all time, I'd say, but maybe they're not, Kev. Maybe they're not.
Yeah, I think they are. They're just household names at them 4. You can get rid of them because they're going to be in the list, aren't they, really? Yeah,
and the thing is, they changed the game, didn't they? Because they changed it from a good season being 30 goals a season for a striker to 50. Yeah. It's just difficult.
Who's your favourite player, as in just to watch? Just if you got to watch somebody live.
What, current or just any
ever? If you just had he doesn't necessarily the best player, but just somebody you'd want to watch.
Paul Parry.
Paul Parry.
Yeah, I love.
So I was going to be a bit higher than that.
No, I think I always enjoyed watching Ryan Giggs. I got to say, like I grew up on watching Ryan Giggs, and
See, I've gone far.
he was
Ronaldo.
just one of them. Yeah, the OG Ronaldo was most definitely right up there. I also Roy Keane. I've mentioned before. I'm a massive fan of Roy Keane because I like the way he played. Like he was just so aggressive and just passionate about it. I loved watching that. Mark Hughes was another one when I was a wee lad.
I was just a Hughes fan as well. I was kind of a Man U fan when I was younger. Dad got us a strip. I'd never just. My dad bought us a strip, and then obviously that becomes your team when you've got their strip. And it was the same with Juventus, who again had their strip.
Ian Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Juventus is a good shot.
What was your Italian? You must have had an Italian. Do you never have like a country and you had a team? Mine was Juventus.
Did you always used to like watching the Italian team in Juventus?
What was the Channel 4 programme? On the mornings. Go Lazio.
Yeah. That was awesome. That was the first time really that we had like foreign football on, wasn't it?
What was it called? Comment. Somebody comment.
Someone will comment. What was the Channel 4 Italian football show?
It was Go Lazio.
That's the one, mate. And you'd like Juventus and AC Milan, but Juventus particularly had some incredible number 10s over the years, didn't they? Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, number 10s for Juventus.
Yeah, indeed, mate. Who would you reckon the best number 10 of all time is? Just off the top of your head, like.
Well, Maradona was 10, wasn't he?
Alright, let's take him out. He always wins. Best number 10 of all time. Oh, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because there's been a few.
Was Baggio number 10? I don't know if he was.
I'm not sure. I don't think he was. I think he might have been like Baggio. A 7. Roberto Baggio. That goal he scored in Italian 90 where he cuts inside and he kills it with his right foot.
The vine ponytail.
Oh, yeah. And he's so pretty, wasn't he? So pretty.
Totti was number 10.
I'll tell you who I like watching the most, I think, is Zlatan. He has just got this, he's got a very Cantona-esque aura about him that just makes you something's going to happen when he's doing it. A few comments then, let's have a look. Rhys David Evans says, take out the big 4 for the top 10 list. Jason David Jones says, Rob would say someone like Man United's Jemba as a top player. Garbage. Gavin says, having a laugh, Si. Well, it's all about opinions. He also said, I'm a Man United fan. Not true. Rhys David Evans says he loved watching Jason Kumas play. The man was a magician.
Yeah, he was very good.
So I think he was vastly underrated as a footballer. He was true quality. It's such a shame that he couldn't get more game time for Wales at the time because Wales had so many. The one thing they had a lot of was attacking players at that point. They had Giggs and the others. It was difficult for him, but they had Bellamy and
he was
people
class.
like this. He was quality, mate. I was so excited when Cardiff signed him. And funnily enough, when my first son was born, we went on a tour of the ground. He was only like a tiny baby. I think he was less than 3 months old. And we were walking around and we went up to into the cafeteria area, where the players would eat and whatever. And it wasn't arranged, but Jason Kumas was in there. Must have been grabbing something or whatever. So it wasn't arranged that he would meet people and take pictures, but he was kind of cornered by the tour.
Yeah.
And I got a picture of him holding my baby, and he's really shy, wasn't he, and quiet. And he's holding the baby, and he's mild. He looks so uncomfortable. But he was really nice, because he was cornered, he wasn't scheduled to meet the people. And
he's a good lad. Played with Kenny for a wee while.
He was quiet, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's very quiet. He was the best striker of a ball, as in technique. Like everything was really effortless, just pinging things really easily. And he was quality. I think he didn't really, wouldn't say lived his life properly off the park.
Mm.
But
do you like a beer?
It's that, and just it's just
like a night out or whatever.
Yeah, just
socialise.
But you know what? It was one of these like geniuses. Honestly, I'd put him in that
flawed geniuses, isn't it?
But just they kind of have the one other thing without the other. So.
Yeah. Well, on that note, Jason David Jones says George Best and Cantona.
Yep. Best.
You know, they could fall into probably any of those categories we just talked about. Whether it's in the best of all time, you could talk about players you love to watch. You could even slot them.
Ronaldo and Messi kind of break that mould, as in they're both.
They're quite teetotal and.
But they don't have that wee streak in them, where they drive their car into a bush after drinking.
Yeah, or like pictured with the page 3 models and all the stuff. But James Costley says Ronaldinho is a good shout. Well, as best number 10, I think. Ian Curtis says Jason Fowler for Cardiff and Kumas were good in their prime. Gavin Randall says Scolio for the name of the programme. I don't think it was.
No.
That's the Scolio, is the Welsh football one, isn't it? Let's have a look. What else we got? Steve McMahon says French Eddie and Mad Bill up top. I'm sure that was for you.
Yeah. Well, French Eddie's the name of his dog, which is named after Edward, who plays for Celtic.
I got you. Reece David Evans says can't not mention Wits, graceful on the ball, way too good for the championship, and probably one of the best players we'll ever see in a Cardiff City shirt. But yeah, there's let's have a look. So, just having a look. No one's got the GD Parry says Gazzetta Football Italia.
Football Italia.
That's
really
Football Italia. That was it. But that was quality. I used to love watching that on a Sunday.
I'd got that
on the old Sunday morning.
George Weah
Sunday
playing
afternoon.
his 500th season.
George Weah had another good number 10.
Yeah.
So, guys, name me some number 10s. Not necessarily the position number 10, but iconic number 10s over the years. Any club. Who were some of the best? Zlatan's played number 10 a lot of the time, haven't he? I think he'd probably have to be up there. Craig Sullivan says John Charles. Not many made it in Italy as well, and as good at centre back as he was as a striker. Like before my time, obviously John Charles, but I've seen some clips and he is very, very highly rated. Very highly rated. GD Parry says Roberto Baggio. Agrees with you, mate.
Yep.
It's an interesting. Mark Hughes has got to be up there, mate, with the number 10s. What a player Mark Hughes was.
Do we need to give a wee clue, by the way, for this?
I've been dropping clues all the way through, mate. Are people not paying attention? Rob Boyle is off. Rob Boyle is off. Sorry, mate. He just said Jesse Lingard's got huge potential to be the number 10.
I'm beginning to wonder now.
I think really, that one is. He's playing up to it there, isn't he?
He's got to be. Is.
Because Jesse Lingard's, mate. I never know at all. You just never know. After those film suggestions, mate, I don't think we can ever be sure. That's the problem, isn't it?
I thought it was a wind-up at the start.
Well, he wasn't, though, was he? He was deadly serious.
He was deadly serious.
It's worrying, mate, I got to say. It's worrying. But then, when I got off, when we finished the show and I went and spoke to my wife and we were talking about, like, top 10, and I said, Rob Boyle, bloody Rob, as he's going on about Moana being one of the best films ever made, and she was like, I was like, she just walked out the room. She didn't agree with it, but she contemplated it, and I was just like, come on, what are we doing here now?
I'd be contemplating divorce.
Gavin Randall says he says Owen, so I'm assuming he means Owen Hargreaves, quality player, because he surely can't mean Michael Owen, because Michael Owen, well, I got a story about Michael Owen, but I cannot tell on air. That'll have to be another one, which is saved for the content next year, I'm afraid. But yeah, I nearly had a fight with Michael Owen once. Zinedine Zidane, one of the greats. So people seem to be suggesting some of their great players. Carl Dale, greatest number 10 of all time, obviously. Kaka, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Del Piero, Drogba, Cruyff, Bergkamp, Zidane all day, mate, isn't it? He's one of the true 100%. Greats. I think, do you know what? Kaka, at the time, people were raving about him. He was amazing. But then when you look back at like now, people don't really talk about him as being one of the greats. And I didn't think he was that good. I got to be honest.
I thought he was Kaka as well.
He was Kaka. Batistuta by Rhys David Evans. What a shag! Great shag that is.
That just came out of nowhere.
Craig Sullivan, Wayne Rooney. Yeah, I'd have that. He'd be right up there. Top 10. I think
Carbs.
Because of some of the stuff that happened off the pitch, and because he played for Man United, and because he was so successful, and because he's English, I think he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. Like, I don't feel like he gets
Nor
as
should
much.
He for being English.
Well, that's true, but he doesn't get as much credit, for instance, as Ryan Giggs does for all the trophies he won. Like, Wayne Rooney won everything and contributed massively to winning it, and I just think, it undoes all the good work.
Yeah,
I suppose,
remember that.
Juninho from Borough, yeah, it's a good shout. Juninho, what a player!
He was a great player.
Pirlo, not sure if he was number 10. He was a number 10. Rob Boyle just redeemed himself there.
Totally redeemed yourself.
Classic
I'm not
film.
sure how far.
Who could tell me what that film's from? That quote. What film that quote's from?
I could tell you.
I could tell you too. Which one is it though? Is it the first one or the second one?
First one.
First. Just the first. My Scottish accent is getting much better. What about who is the best? Coutinho. Gavin Randall's having a laugh now. I tell you.
Come on.
Coutinho is not even the best player in his position at his team.
He's been the best player in his household.
Yeah, I've heard his
missus is much
pretty
better.
Good. Is he the one who's married to a female football? Dumb and Dumber. Well done, Rhys David Evans. It's a shame that wasn't the competition question, isn't it?
That should have been it.
But we have someone's mentioned the answer already, I noticed.
Is it maybe because I was coughing during when it was said?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Well, the people are going to rewind now and look for a cough.
Oh, no.
Who's the best holding midfielder of all time?
Best holding one?
Now, people will mock me for this, I guarantee. But I think Owen Hargreaves is one of the best in that position, just in that position.
You've been possessed by Rob for a second there.
Yeah.
Rob Boyle just possessed you.
Best holding midfielder, Makelele.
Best holding midfielder ever.
When he was at Bayern, mate, he was quality. One of the best in his position in the world. Easy. Gerrard.
That's maybe a one.
Gerrard's not a holding midfielder. He's barely a central midfielder.
Best holding.
Kante, Makelele, they'd be my... Rob Boyle, Makelele, straight away. Rob Boyle's on fire tonight. He's totally redeemed himself.
I think it's his wife. His wife has got hold of the plumbing.
She's feeding him the answers, or she's just...
His wife has got the keyboard.
She signed in as him. What else we got? Kante. But I think Makelele was... Yeah, Rhys David Evans makes a great point. He says Makelele, the position was basically named after him because he was so good. And he was the first, wasn't he, really?
He was.
Because before that, like, for instance, if you use Keenan, Scholes... Like, even though Scholes was better in that more of a number 10, he would play like box-to-box midfielder for United, wouldn't he? 100%, most of the time. Steve McMahon says, Owen Hargreaves wouldn't get a game in my garden even if they'd shut the curtains. Craig Sullivan says Toure. I'm assuming he means Colo Toure.
Sure about any of them.
No, I'm not having any of them. Bad attitudes. No. Sergio Busquets.
Nah.
I don't know if I'd put him as the best ever in that position.
Never.
But I would say that at
He's
certain...
a bang average player playing in a good team.
Do you think? I think at certain points, like short periods, he's been one of the better players in that position in Europe, I would say. But I don't think he's ever been the best in the world in that position. Steve McMahon says Guti. It's not a bad shout. I
Good
quite like
shout,
that one.
Beauty. Stephen, well done. Somebody's
If
got
holding midfielder was around,
round of applause for that.
like
answer.
before Makalele, do you think people like Roy Keane maybe get some more years out of their playing career because they would have sat in that holding position and been able to do it? Or do you think he would have been too keen to, no pun intended, to get stuck in and go wandering? Xavi Alonso.
I don't think he's I tried to do it at Celtic. I'm sure he tried that at Celtic.
Did he?
And he never really did that. He didn't do that great at Celtic. Well, he was obviously all right, but it wasn't brilliant at Celtic.
Tell you what, Rob Boyle on fire tonight. Gavin Ray, shout.
Whoa. In the world, yeah?
Yeah, in the world. I'm only saying it because he came on my channel, so I'm gonna.
I love Gav. He is
top man.
100%. 100%
Doing very well with his coaching career in Australia as well. Lothar Matthäus, what a shout!
See, there's an all-timer.
Craig Sullivan, Lothar Matthäus.
Oh, Sully boy.
What a shout!
Sully's on
Rob Hutchison's just clarified why he only offered you his ex. He's currently single as a Pringle and ready to mingle. But he said, tell Kev, if he had a missus, she would be all yours. So there you go.
Good to know, mate. It's very good to know.
I think he just wanted to clarify that the respect is still there.
It's still there now. It's back up there. You used to be there, then he fell down a wee bit. Now he's back up there. If anything, even higher now.
Yeah, I think. What was it? James Costley said Xavi Alonso. I think that's a good shout. I think he was exceptional player, very underrated.
I think he's up there.
Especially when he went to Madrid, I thought he really became a different person.
Aye.
Who I liked.
He's right up there with Shea Olifanjana in that sort of role.
Olifanjana, what a legend. What a legend.
He played the best football for 6 games I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
No one better.
And then he just teetered off. It's just like somebody just...
Was he on loan at the time as well?
He was on loan. It's just somebody sucked the life at him after that. Because he was the best player I've ever seen for 6 games.
He had 6 games on loan, amazing, and then signed a full-time contract.
He was man of the match 6 games in a row.
I remember the run when he was on loan. I remember him being just... No one could get the ball off him.
No, he was just like, no.
Just like strong.
And 3 or 4 people around him. Just like, not today, guys. This is my ball and nobody else plays with it.
You're
so
not
it was like,
having
just
it.
Like, you're not having a touch. It's very, very good.
That's what we like. Yeah, he's a good lad.
It was like that in training as well. Just didn't even jog about, just went up. His arms just went.
Just held you off.
No, he should have been. He should have been a bouncer. He'd been a hell of a bouncer. Just like, not tonight, lads. There'd be about 12 boys trying again. He'd be like, no.
Steve McPhail.
I told you. Stevie Mac.
He was definitely one of the best in the world.
He was up there.
He
could open a can of beans with that left foot.
Nah, he's unbelievable. What a Rob Boyle, mate! I tell you, he's on fire. Fire, I tell you. Gattuso from A.C. Milan. He was quality holding midfielder. Quality. Not having that one you. I thought he was very good.
He was good.
I really liked him. Donadoni.
Yeah, he's up there.
GD Parry says Donadoni. That was a good one.
It's a good one. See, I'd have Donadoni before I'd get to some.
James Costy said, "Has no one mentioned Pirlo? Yeah, just in general, not holding. Yeah, someone did mention Pirlo, who was teammate of the competition answer. So we've had a serious conversation now. It's time to turn it up a level.
Yeah,
let's
talk nonsense.
Let's get silly. Right. I had a few of these sent in this week, so I want people to send. You can send in your would you rather's in the live chat now if you'd like. So, Kev, would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Oof, that's a good one.
I've already got the one of the powers. Look. I've already got one of the powers.
Yeah, and you've just told me. You just need to tell the people.
Put that back down there. I'd say moving things,
Moving things. You wouldn't want to know what people were thinking. I think that's ropey, innit?
If somebody you off, you just go like, yeah, take a brick off. It wasn't me, I never threw it.
I think reading people's minds, I think, would be horrific. I do.
I know.
I don't think it's like people say, oh, it'd be great, but I don't think it'd be good.
Nah.
It would wear off quick, wouldn't it?
Professor Xavier, he was the one who could do that, could he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Are you you watch Marvel, mate? MCU.
I watch everything. There's nothing I've never seen.
Some new ones coming in there on Disney Plus now. Next
I'm a
week.
big fan of Moana. I love watching Moana. Big fan of that. I'd love to see that again.
Gavin Randall says Casemiro for the holding midfielder. That's a pretty good shout, I think. He also says, though, Fabinho, who plays for Liverpool at the moment, and, you know, so Casemiro, great suggestion, and then, you know, Fabinho.
He's a good player, but
he's not the best.
We're looking for legends.
Not even
we're looking for guys who have made that position their own. Come on.
James Costley straight in there with a would you rather. Would you rather win the lottery, 10 million, or Scotland win the World Cup?
Oh, Scotland win the World Cup all day long.
Oof. Gaz is in the house. Welcome, Gareth. He says, oi, oi, let's let the party commence.
Oh, the party's starting now. Gaz is here.
Gaz is in.
Oi, oi.
It's time to get going.
The hammers.
Would you like another would you rather? I found so when I was looking for some of these, because we had a few sent in, but I like to have a look.
I need to think of one actually, just a random one.
And JD, you know, obviously he sent an apology in last week, didn't he? Because he can't watch live, so he sends in emails, and he sent in an apology. He sent in an apology saying
horrendous. That was.
It was not nice, but he has sent in another dark one. Do you want to play?
Let's play. Yeah, let's play.
It's dark, mate. It's dark.
I don't care. This
It's very dark.
The guy's quite scary, but
okay. Would you rather? So he sent in, I think 2 or 3. I'll have to go back to the email. But the first one was: would you rather have a coma every 5 years, which lasts 10 years, or chronic amnesia? I'm getting worried about old JD. I gotta be honest. I'm starting to really worry for his sanity.
So he just chronic amnesia. Oh,
I've
you get my coma every 5 years for 10 years.
So you have a coma every 5 years. You go into a coma for 10 years, or you just can't remember anything.
I'd rather just not remember anything.
Right, you could barely remember anything anyway.
I know, that's what I mean. I'm bad enough.
It's mad, mate, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? It's just weird. Steve.
So specific with the years.
I know. At least there was no Scotsman's dying in this one, I suppose. Steve McMahon says, would you rather go on the chase with your brother or Trigger and Kendall? So that's going to mean a lot to everyone else. But
the guy's called Trigger, right? The guy's name is Trigger. I think I explained that the life.
Does he have to trigger? Yeah, you did. Does he have to trigger from Only Fools and Horses?
Yes. So there's a reason why.
So that paints a picture.
At the back of the queue for people who you're going to bring on a quiz show with. Okay.
Mm.
He is, in fact, you're asking him to join another queue for something else. That's how bad he is.
So which one would you go?
So
who would you go on the chase with? You go on your brother?
Yeah.
Would he be good on that?
He'd be better than Trigger, that's a fact. So he wouldn't be great. Barry wouldn't be great either, but he'd be better than Trig.
Reese says we're taking it back down a bit serious now before we go back to another JD monstrosity. Reese says, as a player, would you rather have won a World Cup or a Champions League?
As a player, World Cup.
Scotland.
That's such an easy. That is the
Come
easiest
on,
one you'll ever.
Scotland.
Such an easy question.
Right, back to JD.
You're a national hero if you win the World Cup, aren't you?
Yeah, and it lasts forever, doesn't it? And you get to meet
forever.
If it's your type of thing,
What did you say?
You get to meet the Queen.
I don't. Oh no.
I'm not interested in meeting the Queen myself, but.
Scissor kick.
What would you probably? I was going to wait for what you were going to say then.
Twice he's got on a headlock. He's like, oi,
oi, oi,
oi.
So not a royalist, mate.
No, I just think
You're
it's
not a royalist? Meaning I'm
pish.
not at all. It is a load
I
of
think it's a lot
bollocks.
of pish. Why you got about with somebody who just doesn't just because they were born?
So
They were born. They got a crown on their head. You know, you got about them
yeah,
because they're special.
They do not contribute anything to anyone.
Special
And,
for being born.
like, I don't see the benefit of having a royal family.
Like,
the way it's set up.
It's just
like
it's
if
just
they
bad.
ruled the country and we didn't have a prime minister, then that's one thing. But to just sit there and be rich and do nothing,
when everybody gets a day off for a birthday,
rubs me up the wrong way.
I think that's
Yeah.
a great idea. It's a bit the only good idea.
Yeah.
Get street parties. Street parties. Come on, nobody really cares.
Yeah, that's it, mate. So back over to the world of America and JD. Would you rather die in a fire or die drowning? Oh my days! What is JD? Get in touch, mate. What's
JD,
going
mate,
on?
what's happened
Are you
to you?
okay?
Where is he in America?
Yeah.
That
I
explains
think
so much,
it was Chicago, but I can't remember.
Keep him away from gun stores and schools and stuff.
Okay.
Just keep him away from that stuff. JD, I hope you don't have a gun license. I really do. I really do hope you don't have a gun license. Yeah.
He's Jason says JD needs some serious help. Yeah, I think. Benkovic has finally come on for Cardiff City. It's about bloody
What's that,
time.
getting beat? I can't get the TV on here.
Probably, mate. It wouldn't surprise me. I'll get it up now. Would you rather die in a fire or die drowning?
It's obviously drowning because let's be honest, I don't think.
Really? Slowly and painfully?
There's no pain. Slowly and painfully.
Water filling up your lungs and
yeah, but for a
being
few
helpless.
seconds. But then you're gonna just.
Although I read somewhere that it's supposed to be euphoric, isn't it? Drowning, so I suppose maybe there's that.
Who's told you these things?
Well, I'm a very knowledgeable
Somebody who's
man.
came back to the dead.
I'm a very knowledgeable man, Kev.
See that time I drowned, though? It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Some laugh.
But people have drowned, haven't they?
let's
And
be
then
honest,
been resuscitated.
There's nobody who's going to be able to tell you what it's like to die on fire or drowning. So,
What would the people in the chat rather do? Fire or drowning?
You don't want to go on. Have you burnt yourself in a cooker?
Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it?
And if you fell in the deep end and then choked a wee bit,
Yeah.
trust me, I'm falling in the deep end. I'm not.
I think we might have opened up a wound for Steve McMahon, mate. He's so when we mentioned the royal family, he's gone parasites. Never open a door a day in their life. Think the world smells fresh paint. Fuck the monarchy. That's what he says. So I think he's a massive sore subject. Yeah, well, I got to say, I'm kind of on board with that. I'm not a fan.
Well, let's be honest. There's not many of them Celtic fans that they like the Queen.
No. 0-0 is the Cardiff score. Let's have a look. Rob Boyle says he'd rather drown all day. James Costley says drown. Jason says drown 100%. Jason says fire would hurt like a bitch.
One of his mates around his house here answering questions for him. It's fantastic.
GD Parry says I'll drown if I could shag Kate Winslet first. That is really, really specific. Rhys David
off the side of the Titanic.
Yeah. Rhys David Evans says if you're in a fire, little tip, phone 999. They usually send a group of people to help. Okay. Thanks for the advice. Hopefully I'm never in a fire, I gotta say. However, I'm amazed that you got the Titanic reference. Is it Titanic? From Kate Winslet. Was that what you were? Yeah. See, I've never watched Titanic. You see, so I didn't.
Well, mate, you've never lived.
Hmm.
That's why you were so bad at the quiz for the films.
I was exceptional. Do you want to hear JD's last would you rather of the year?
Well, let's just
possibly the last one ever. Could finish the show.
Does it involve chainsaws, maybe, and knives and guns, potential deaths, some sort of rope, poison?
What is? I think he spelt it wrong. Kilquaddy or somewhere in Scotland.
Kilquaddy.
Kilquaddy, that's it. Right. He says, Would you rather have 20 years living in Swansea or 50 years living in Kilcoddy?
Kirkcaldy.
It's Kilcoddy, a shithole
Kirkcaldy.
in
It's not far
Scotland.
from where I live, so it's
So-
commutable. Mate. It's commutable, so I'll probably go for the one. I won't be
Kilcoddy.
living in Swansea.
No,
be living in
don't live there. What's the roughest part of Scotland? Like the worst place to live, in your opinion?
In the whole of Scotland.
Yeah. There must be like an area which is like no one wants to go there.
Charleston.
So where's that to?
It's just down the road for me. It's probably about 5-minute walk.
My street.
It's a 5-minute walk. Because I'm from an area, Minnesota and Charleston, renowned for not really liking each other. So, anyway, Charleston.
Okay.
Because
So 20 years in Swansea or 50 years in Charleston.
Oh, no, you're really. Now it's a question.
Now it's a
A
question.
proper question. I don't know. I'm going to say. I've been to Swansea. I've seen a lot of caravans down there. I don't know.
He's stuck. He doesn't know.
I mean, again,
you got to do one. Got to do one.
To do Charleston.
Yeah, you got to do one.
I'm going to say Charleston.
Got to do one. Yeah, it's tricky, mate. No, it's tricky. So that's your would you rather's for this week.
Okay.
Craig Sullivan says JD should be a script writer for Saw.
JD.
He's got a bit.
I think his brothers.
Bit of darkness in him, isn't he?
Oh, it's related to Stephen King or something like that, man.
Karen Oaten, good evening. She says. She also says proper late again. She's been watching the football.
It's only
47 minutes in. She done that the other week as well, didn't she? She come in like right at the end, fashionably late, I think they call it.
I probably can't remember this.
Yeah, Craig Sullivan, Wickham 1-0. Gavin Randall, says Greenock. So I would assume he's referring to the worst place in Scotland. Or he says quite rough. One of my exes is from there. Cardiff are losing. Cardiff are losing to Wickham 1-0. Oh, Jesus. Oh, middays. Right.
Plenty of time.
Has anyone else got would you rather before we move on? Have you got a would you rather, Kev? Because you haven't. I don't think you've given one yourself. You haven't.
Would you rather be blind or would you rather be deaf?
That's tough, isn't it? That's really hard.
I'm saying deaf. Because you
Yeah,
can
I
still
think
speak
so.
to people through sign language.
Yeah.
Whereas I think you're blind.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
You're just everything's you can't.
it just changes
It's a-
everything.
yeah,
doesn't
it changes
it?
everything.
I think
Changes
I'd go with
hard.
deaf.
A lot harder.
I wouldn't. I 100%. It's Karen Owen going extreme. She says she'd rather be deaf. At least you could still see. So she I think it's an auto correct. Yeah,
Well,
the Grim Reaper.
just like there with the old.
With the scythe waiting for people. 5 years with JD in a locked room or sign for the Jacks.
Holding up the strip and the scarf right now. Kissing the badge right now.
Jesus. I feel bad, like mocking him, like because he's like a, he's like a regular viewer. He sends us some quality stuff. Neil Harris got to go. Many people are saying. Lorna Evans says, "Would you rather Die Hunt or Malky Mackay?"
Die. Just what? Just as in what? Just as in friends?
What?
Or?
Yeah, no. Just to go for a beer with, or to share a bed
Die,
with,
100%.
or be
Die.
a manager.
Just big Die, yeah. Die all
Would,
the way.
is there any scenario in that where you'd pick Malky
Oh,
if he had to score a
if he was
penalty
making
to win?
tea.
He's made a
If he's
good cuppa,
making
did he?
tea. No, as in food. Sorry, I see tea.
That's
tea,
great.
tea.
Is he a cook? Is he?
No, he just loves his food.
Oh, okay.
Malky McCarbonator.
Who's the best? Who's the best cook that you've ever played with? Who was good at good cooking?
I don't know, it's a very good question. I've never actually really been round any. Well, I've been round a few people's houses, but I've never seen any of the players, doing a bit of the old. No.
You like getting stuck into the cooking, mate?
Oh, unbelievable, mate. I was going to do masters.
What's your go-to chef? Go-to meal to cook? So if I was coming to your house for tea, and you want to, gonna make me something nice, what are you gonna make me?
I'd make spicy beef skewers, and for starters, I'd make scallops with black pudding and a wee bit of pea puree, and then
pea puree.
Sorry, I went straight to the mains there. Chili and garlic skewers, and I'd try and make some chips for you as well, mate. Because I know you're quite basic, so I thought
basic.
You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you?
I'm a basic bitch.
That's what I say. If I went fancy with you, mate, you'd be like, I'm not sure about this.
That's it, mate.
Steak and chips, mate. It's a fancy
steak and chips. How'd you have your steak done?
Medium, mate. Unless it's a ribeye, then it's medium well, because you need to let that fat go through the meat, mate.
Do you know, my wife, she was in the chat earlier on. I used to have, she used to make me a lovely steak every year on my birthday. She hasn't done it for a couple of years. Nice fillet steak. Love a bit of that, mate. Fillet steak.
Medium for fillet.
Yeah, medium, maybe slightly rare, but not too much. Like, I gotta be fair, she don't eat beef, but she can cook a steak to perfection. And first super chat of the evening. Gaz Cubbins sent us some beer money. He says, Happy New Year, lads. Listening at work and howling. Great concept and chemistry, this show. Well, that's very nice. What did you say, Gaz? I gotta say, all the live shows we've done recently, Gaz has been sending in the super chats, but I really appreciate it. All the money which goes in will whoever back into the channel.
Deserves the thing, doesn't he? Really.
Well, yeah, that's it, mate. All super chats on YouTube go straight back into the content creation, as it were. So we're going to move on from Would You Rathers. We're going to have to start moving on to our top 10 list. Our soon to be award winning. Is that today's? Is it?
It's today's little doodle.
Oh, I can see. So, what's going on with my beard, mate? Come on. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that at all.
Mate, let's be honest. Mine is more powerful than yours.
Well, yeah, my wife said that in the chat earlier as well. I purposely ignored it.
Why have you not got a powerful beard like Kev? Look, even behind you, I'm mocking you. Look behind you, over your shoulder, looking at the back of your eyes burning.
Just laughing. Have you done that on the back of the other one?
Yes, mate. It's all connected.
Oh, see, so someone's going to win that signed doodle.
Somebody is going to get the unbelievable package that is.
But they've got to guess what the answer is, haven't they?
Yes.
But we're not going to tell them the question.
And I'm going to draw, using my powers of
telepathy.
I'm going to draw a picture of who I think is going to win it.
Oh.
And let's see if it resembles the person that wins it. Now that would be David Blaine stuff.
Right. That would be incredible. It's got to be said.
What
I would like to know from the live chat is if there's any players who they think would be in the top 10 best footballers of all time that maybe are a bit off kilter, a bit out of the blue. Maybe the other people might not think about. I'd like to hear some of those. I'm sure Rob Boyle's got a couple.
Wow.
James Costley's got one more. Would you rather? I missed it, so we'll get this one in. Would you rather never be able to eat again, or never be able to drink again?
What do you think the answer is to that?
Come on, you already know the answer to that.
Oh.
Eating's cheating.
That's what it said. Be very, very skinny.
Indeed.
Very, very drunk.
Yeah, just permanently hammered, walking around the old place. Oh, legs are hurting.
Right, Si, I'm going to give you an extra layer on your beard, right?
So, Gavin just said, how can we answer? So he wants to know how they can answer for the competition if they don't know the question. Well,
the question is, what footballer am I thinking of right now? So, the question is a footballer who we've mentioned a couple of times in the chat. I'll give you a clue. He's Italian.
He's Italian.
We've mentioned his position.
He's been mentioned.
If we've mentioned his position many a time.
His number.
We've mentioned his number.
He's pretty.
And
beautiful sideburns.
I think people will go for somebody else. So I think they'll go for.
We'll see. First, so we're going to go with the first person who gets it,
no, what?
Or are we going to go with the?
Oh, no,
hang on, before you give the
clue.
clue, are we going to go with the first person who gets it, or are we going to just get all the people who get it at the end, and we'll put it in like a random draw? First person to say it. James Costley, wrong. Rob Boyle, wrong. Oof, it's getting hairy. Wrong. Reese. Oof. People getting a bit antsy now.
Shall I start throwing in a few more clues as we go along?
Yeah, well, I think we've given quite a lot of clues, mate.
What sort of names are being shouted out here?
I know. So we got Pirlo's just been named a couple of times. Maradona, Totti,
Italian.
Pirlo, Del Piero.
Who was it?
Reese David Evans. Here we go. You get a signed.
You can see who it circled.
Doodle pad.
That was
the clue. That was the clue.
Look at this. I need to try and draw Reese.
Yeah, you need to draw Reese now.
It's really, really small. He's got a really, really bad shirt on though. I noticed that. So you just need to draw a really bad shirt with a really, really vague, generic head.
Indeed, but congratulations to Reese David Evans
done, Reese.
On winning the competition. We will. What we'll do is for this show, we will run some other competitions, maybe as Kev doodles during the shows, because everyone loves Kev's art. So I think that could be a good little way to give away some.
I will fire in a couple of prints. You know that.
Ah, what a legend! See what?
Fire a few prints off. I'm doing a paint just now actually. It's a Cardiff one. Do you want to have a wee peek?
Oh, look at that. His mum's in the chat as well. She says, well done to my son Reese. Proud of him. Look at that. What a moment.
It's a family show, you know.
Yeah.
We'll just get everybody
for the first time ever. What a way to finish 2020. It's bringing a tear to my eye.
Right. If I ever finish this painting, I will fire in a couple of prints. We could do a wee competition next time. It's nowhere near finished yet, but it's close.
Reese says, stay away, Kev. She's my mother, not my wife.
I was about to say, she was looking well there.
Family show's gone.
Oh, sorry.
And we're gone.
Right, can you vaguely see the picture there? I'm trying to...
yeah, pretty much.
Still got loads to do. It's not even halfway finished. But it's going to be like an old school Cardiff thing.
Amazing.
But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, see, Super Kev, what a legend. And you can check out Kev's artwork in the link in the description. He's got loads of different stuff. So check it out.
Some prints. Every week we will do a competition for prints as well.
Indeed. There we go. What a man. And plus, at some point, Super Kev will paint a logo for the show as well. We're just still waiting on that. But yeah.
Whoa, something's happened to the sound.
If it go out and come back in if it's gone off, mate. He can't hear me. Someone tweet him. Go out and in. Go out and in. Alright, just texted him. So send me some questions then, people, and tell me what the score is in the football.
I'm back, mate. I'm back now.
He's back. He's back.
Just went a bit funny, sorry.
I've got to say, 2020 has been a rubbish year, but one thing which has been special for me is I've got a chance to create this podcast with you.
It's been good.
Strike up a friendship with you. It's been really fun, and I have such a good laugh doing these with you. Obviously, I do the shows with Andy. We extended to 2 shows. I do shows with loads of other people. I've got to interview people who I never thought in a million years I'd get to interview. And I've got some incredible interviews coming up in the new year. There's one guy who's an actor, and like I was watching a film, just like a film on Amazon the other day or the other weekend, and I just happened to, it's Moana. I just tweeted The Rock, and I said, "Oh, The Rock's good in this." And he tweeted me straight back, and he was like, "Oh, thanks very much." And I said, "Yeah, come on the podcast, The Rock." No, so I was watching a film, and of course he is. He's coming on with us. Absolutely.
Perfect.
I was going to do like a 1-to-1 serious interview, and he said, "No, I want to be in Super Kev Unscripted. Get the beers in."
I thought that as well.
He's like that, isn't he? He's the man of the people. People's champion.
That's why we love him.
And I was watching a film, and I tweeted, like in the Sunday morning or Saturday night, I tweeted and just went, tagged the actor who's like the main actor, and I said, amazing performance, it was exceptional. He tweeted me back and said, I thanks or whatever. I said, yeah, and I said, I'd love to get you on the channel for a chat, and he was like, let's do it straight away, like. And he's filming a massive film at the moment in Hollywood, but when he's finished. When he's finished, he's going to come and do that interview with me, so I'm looking forward to it. The other thing I'm looking forward to is looking at some of these questions. So Rhys David Evans says, Kev,
yes,
when you lived in Wales, did you ever live in Margam?
Yes, I'd lived down that neck of the woods for a bit.
And he follows it up and he says, when we were in college, me and some mates thought we saw you. We shouted Super Kev, and whoever it was waved back.
Did I? Yeah,
I think
it might have been me. May have been me.
Spot on.
Was
Superb.
I running? Because I'm such an athlete back then. I'm just. Did I go like that? What? Yes. Took the old headphones off. Rising up. Back on the beat.
Didn't you sing us out last time in the last episode? Did you or not? Yeah, it was that one, wasn't it? You sang us out, didn't you? Yeah, I'm sure you did.
What did I sing?
Sure you did. I can't remember.
Was it Nessun Dorma? I've not done that yet.
Someone will tell us. Someone tell us what you sung. Shout out to Michael Jones. He says, "Happy hug my knee, boys." There we go. He used proper terminology for the special. That was the title of tonight's show.
I think it's my friend Michael from Merthyr.
There we go.
I think it's Michael Jones from Merthyr. If it is, it might not be. There's a lot of Mick Joneses from your neck of the woods.
So we try to give each show a different name, don't we? And a different title. And obviously, because it's the New Year's special, you said, what about Hug My Knee special? And I said, Hug My Knee. And away we go. So, Super Kev, what is Hug My Knee?
Not a clue.
Well, you're supposed to know. You are the Scotsman.
All I know is an excuse to get very, very, very drunk. And then nobody really cares.
Okay. We're on Super Kev Watch now. People are just listing the times they've seen you around Cardiff and different places. So, Gavin Randall said he saw you in Port Talbot. Jason said he saw you in Port Talbot Tesco's once and had a good chat. Top bloke.
What was the buy?
I don't know. He doesn't specify.
If he says protein shakes and vegetables, then it was definitely me.
Gavin Randall said he saw you in. Did you live in Cowbridge or close to there?
Very close.
There we go.
Wasn't posh enough to live in Cowbridge because I went for the interview to move to Cowbridge.
Okay.
And obviously they were like, "Sorry, Kev, I can't give it because you're
far too rough.
You're too rough around the edges." He said, "You're welcome in our bars, but you can't live here. You have to just." So I wanted to move just a couple of miles out, just to be in that sort of unposh barrier. You know, like I can't be in this area
on the edge.
You can be on the edge, like a sort of like a troll. We can come and visit you.
Get into the bridge. GD Parry says he saw Kenwyn Jones in Lanish and Morrison's once, just after he signed. Yeah, yeah, that's my neck of the woods, that is. Old Lanish and Morrison's, not far from my house. But I never see Cameron Jones in there, I've got to say. Bit disappointed by that. Okay, let's name some of these footballers then. Who would you have in your top 10 footballers of all time?
Come on.
And we must specify that these are our selections. It's our opinions, so we can put who we want in. So straight away, Graham Kavanagh.
Sorry?
Graham Kavanagh.
This all time, yeah?
Yeah.
What was this, Cardiff all time? What was
No, all-time footballers ever.
Can we go break? Cut to VT. Cut to VT.
I wish I had a VT, like I wish I had a video through it. It would be so funny.
Gremlin's come up with that.
Jason said you had alcohol
honest.
in your hands, mate. He said he remembered it was a couple of weeks after the season had ended. Your wife was there and she told you to hurry up.
Where was this?
Jason, where did he say? Port Talbot, was it?
I was drinking alcohol. Alcohol, man. Gee whiz.
Tesco's. Gavin Randall says you shook his hand at the Cardiff City Parade. One of the only players to do it. Oh.
Can you imagine if I did that now? Oof.
Ooh,
Social
COVID.
distancing, guys.
Get away! Back off, baby.
It's mad that you can't actually do any stuff like it's mental, eh? It's actually ingrained in me now just to stay away from people. You know, like you're walking around.
Don't touch me!
You know, like when you're walking the street and it's a really narrow street, you're just like,
back off,
man. Stay away.
I haven't seen my mum since July, really. I saw her from like a distance, Christmas
From a
Eve
distance.
From a distance.
See, that's
Rob
what
Boyle.
Oh, you've got a voice.
Rob Boyle, I have not, mate. I just got the voice of a fucking drowning cat. Rob Boyle says Richard Langley. Fucking hell.
Richard.
Right, I'll start us off with a bang. Michel Platini.
Okay.
Come on then, let's guess Zidane.
He's on the outskirts, by the way. He's on the outskirts.
Well, we're just getting, we're getting the short.
I thought you were putting in like guys who are going to be nailed on.
Well, we're just putting the short list together now, aren't we?
No, I want to go nailed on, guys.
Nailed on. All right, Zidane.
Yes. Took the words out of my mouth.
Raul.
He's not nailed on.
See, he's a different one. Raul's different in there, right? So Raul, on his record, would be in there, but I think he was garbage. Like, maybe garbage is a bit harsh, but like he was pretty shit.
Raul
Do you not think?
He was a goal scorer, yeah.
Right.
We're talking about the greatest players of all time.
The greatest players, Kenny Dalglish.
Yes. We're playing a five-a-side game. You've got 5 picks.
Oh, Jesus, it's so hard.
Apart from them top 4, you're not putting Raul in your team.
Nah. GD Parry says Luis Figo.
Nah.
You have him? Nah, not having him.
I'm being very harsh here. I'm just putting names that are on my list.
Right. It's time to get Kevin Cowell back on the show.
I'm being harsh again here. Just
say it as it is.
2 minutes, I'm going to just say
Insult everyone.
names, and I'm going to just insult as many people as I can.
So Rob Boyle says Romario.
Oh, tell you what, Rob, can you tell your missus, whoever it is, typing in these names, that she is on flames tonight? Because I used to love that guy. That guy. Remember that World Cup when they were doing the old him and Revamped?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
So Carlos Boyle gets in.
No, you said Romario.
Just testing you. Romario.
Wow.
James Costley says Carlos Boyle.
I've got him on my list, James, so you don't get pelted.
George Best from Michael Jones.
Fantastic.
Cafu, Michael Jones also says.
He's on my list. I've got 22 footballers, right?
No, we're going to have to whittle them down.
If you name one footballer that's not on that list, you are getting destroyed, and the next person getting destroyed. I don't even care if I'm going to destroy your name. I'm going to destroy everything about you.
Come on. Life, everything. GD Parry says Ronaldinho.
He is a hell of a player. You've done okay.
Is he on his list, though? Is he on the list?
No, I said that before I started. I said, I forgot about him.
Oh, I've got a couple of good shouts now. Reece David Evans says Nedved. I think
Pavel
he's on the
Nedved.
brink, isn't he? Yeah, I think
Oh,
he's
he
on
is
the brink, isn't he?
He is not one of the best players in the world.
Ever.
He's like, you know what he is? He's like a robot footballer. He can't actually move. He runs like this. Just runs like a pure robot. He was actually programmed to destroy football. Just like go out there and destroy football. Just go out there. Watch him run.
Reese also says
he's not got any moving ability. Just runs a bit like this.
Gabriel Batistuta
Batty goal is at everybody's team.
should be.
He's I'm not sure if he's going to make the top 10 though. I don't know.
I don't know if he will, but we'll have him on the short list.
I put him on the short list purely because I love the guy.
Maldini?
Many times I've been on a few nights out together, me and Batty. We've had a few shots.
Batty. He likes a
Maldini,
drink.
Maldini?
Yeah, Maldini.
Yeah. He could.
Roberto Carlos.
Bobby
Carlos
has got. See, my thighs, two of my thighs put together are basically one thigh of Roberto Carlos.
Bobby.
Big Bob.
Big Bobby, as he's known to his friends.
Yeah.
Rob Boyle, Yapstam.
Rob, could you give your missus the keyboard back? You need to. You did so well. You did so well.
Got to the last 15 minutes of the show.
You got to that stage where the crucial stage when we're just hoping that you just don't say anything stupid, and you've said Yapstam. He's not the world great. You could have said Beckenbauer.
Iniesta.
No, even if we're looking at centre halves, you could have said Beckenbauer, Baresi,
Rio Ferdinand.
No.
Rio Ferdinand's one of the best centre backs ever. Easy. Come on now.
Honestly, see if I had a glass. See if I had a glass in my hand right now. I'd be getting smashed right against that. Honestly. Rio Ferdinand is the best.
He's better than all those centre backs you just said. Yeah. Name me a better one.
In history.
One. Just one centre back that's better than him.
Baresi.
Nope. No, okay, I'll give you Baresi.
Costa Curta.
Just about.
Desailly.
No, I don't think so.
He's got one of them World Cup winner medals just sitting there.
He's English, isn't he? Look, people are being silly now, I think. Sergio Ramos, Jamie Carragher. Come on. Take it seriously.
Sergio Ramos.
I know.
But see, he's won a lot of trophies. He's not a good. I don't think he's the best footballer, but he's won a lot of things.
Yeah, but we're not doing it on winning, are we? Rhys David Evans says Nesta.
Yes,
that's quite a good shout.
Not bad at all.
Don't know if he makes the final cut.
He's better than Rio Ferdinand.
No, he's not. Honourable shout out to Dennis Irwin. Rhys, you did so well with Nesta and.
Honourable shout out to Dennis Irwin.
Dennis Irwin, phenomenal
just
player.
because you like him.
Yeah.
Or do you think
he's not going on the list?
Top
Is
10 players.
He's certainly not on the short list.
Cafu, brilliant.
He's on the short list. Michael Jones says we wouldn't put Giggs on the list.
Why not? Tell us. Explain yourself.
Jason David Jones says Andreas Cornelius, roast me.
So what was the name? What was the name I need to speak about?
Jason.
Andreas
Cornelius, he said.
We're actually at this moment in time we're searching for the ban button so that you can never ever be involved in this chat ever again. Never see the show, and your internet will be disconnected tomorrow morning.
We're going to contact your internet provider to ban you.
That you don't even have a really well-known brand of broadband. I think you've got PlusNet or something really, really, really cheap, because that is the sort of answer, cheap answer, rubbish.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Gavin.
Jason.
I tell you what, Kevin. I've read some disgraceful stuff on the internet in 2020. It has been a cesspool.
You need to stop going on them websites, mate.
It's rubbish.
Going on them rancid websites you keep searching on. You need to stop it.
but I've seen some crap talked on the internet this year. Gavin Randall has just said, for the top 10 best footballers of all time, Virgil van Dijk.
Gavin. Right. Okay.
Get the pen. Get the pen out.
Gavin.
Get the pen out. Tell him.
Gavin.
Reece, you can mention goalkeepers if you want. I think there's a couple of goalkeepers who could be in there. It's the greatest footballers of all time. Time.
Horrendous.
Oh my God, I'm offended by some of that. Oh, I'm
just chat with me. I've just got.
I'm shocked, mate. I'm shocked. I'm in shock.
It's Gavin, is it?
Yeah. What else we got? So Rob Boyle. Oh my God. He says Hal Robson Kanu. Who else we got? Who else have we got? Maldini, Nedved, Ronaldinho.
Find the camera here.
Gavin's opinion in the bin.
There you go. There, Gav.
Michael Jones says the OG Ronaldo. I think that's.
Are you talking about Fat Ronaldo?
Yeah, he's got to be in there, hasn't he?
Come on.
He's one of the OGs. Original gangster.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that what it meant.
Come on, you're not down with the kids.
I thought
So
it
we
was some
got
sort of a beast reference.
right. Name me some players, and I'll put them on our short list. We got Hummels. Cellini. Mats Hummels. Would you have Cellini in there?
I'd have a wee bowl of Cellini before I'd have Cellini in there. Honestly.
James Costley has said Xavi several times now. He's not having it. He says he absolutely has to be in there.
Jav. Yeah, I'd have Jav on my short list. On the short list.
Who's better, Xavi or Iniesta?
I think they're both same player. They're both hybrids between each other. It's like merge and come back out each other. With one cannot play without the other. Just like they're Siamese twins that can't work together, basically.
So Gavin has clarified his Van Dijk
Gavin
statement.
should never have another chat. He should just be banned for
Well,
life.
I might ban him after this comment.
What's he saying now?
Obscene. He
said,
says the Virgil
"You'll
van
never walk
Dijk.
alone." I bet you're right. You'd never walk
he
alone.
probably has written that somewhere. He says that Virgil van Dijk is a better defender than Rio Ferdinand. Not having that at all. Stop the show. That is absolute horseshit.
Totally redeemed yourself,
Ah,
Gavin.
shut up, man. No way
Gavin.
is Virgil van Dijk
Gavin, what?
won nothing apart from one trophy.
Coming round
No way is he better than Rio
Coming round
Ferdinand.
yours for tea tomorrow,
Not a
mate.
chance. He's a
Fantastic
good shout. Oliver Kahn. I'd have that.
Oliver
I'd have
Kahn.
Oliver Kahn. I'd have that. One of the great goalkeepers.
I can't.
Don't think he'd make the top 10, but I'd certainly think he's up there on the short list. Philip Lahm, Rob Boyle says.
Hey, we need to have a word with whoever's taking. Honestly, Rob Boyle's a new man, right? Is it getting close to the new year?
Yes,
It's just been a bad year for Rob, innit? Now he's just thinking, I need to dust all this off. I need to dust this Moana shite off. I need to get rid of this Moana nonsense.
Great shout there by Craig Sullivan. Di Stefano, phenomenal. Having him up in the short list.
How old is this guy?
Who, Di Stefano?
No, the guy. Who put the answer in?
Craig Sullivan put that one in.
Craig, what age are you? Di Stefano, come on.
Zico, also from Craig. Great shout. One of the greats.
See, yeah, but he's just made that name up. He's never seen him in his life. He's never watched a game of football played by Zico. Who put this in?
It was Craig.
Craig, tell me your age,
Sullivan.
and then we will see if you are talking. If you're talking nonsense, mate, just making things up here.
Shut your puss.
We're not at
Who
that
else
stage
we
yet.
got? We're not there
We'll
yet.
be told
Rob,
that soon.
we're getting silly now. Kelly says Vincent Company. I'm not having any. I'm speechless for that.
Played 3 games, yeah.
We had someone else said Luis Figo. He didn't make the short list.
Come on.
What about Peter Schmeichel?
He
Arguably the greatest goalkeeper of all time.
If he wasn't such a dick. If he wasn't such a dick, he'd make the list, but he is. He's
It's our list. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
There's a rumour that is a shite fucking answer. That's a rumour.
Oof, not having that one at all then, are you? Right, Johan Cruyff.
Off. Has to be
on the list. Has to be on the list. Thierry Henry.
Boom.
Would you have him on the list though as the greatest ever? Like one of the greatest ever, really? Not sure about that one, but well, we'll put him in. James Collins, he's nailed on. Best centre half of all time.
Why is he not
right.
on this list earlier?
Last couple. Wesley Sneijder. No, I don't have him. That.
Schneider, bum rider. No need for him.
Not Jordi Cruyff. Diego Simeone.
Tell me. Just. Nobody put Jordi Cruyff in.
No, someone mentioned him, they didn't.
Oh, thank God.
Eusebio. Yeah, I was waiting for that one. Good shout, James. Eusebio's on the list. Right, Kev,
who have you got on the list? Beckenbauer?
I don't think they have, actually.
But he's all stupid. Everybody on this show is stupid.
What about David Beckham?
See if I could, honestly, see if I could just blank the screen. This is the side of my screen is. Don't know if that's the same for everybody else, but if I could just go push him that way. Him and Rio Ferdinand just go.
Leave me alone.
Just squash his head. Rio Ferdinand.
His head. Edgar Davids
and David Beckham. Edgar Davids. Listen, we're not watching The Matrix. We're not putting shades on. No. Okay.
Kelly says, love him or hate him, Cristiano Ronaldo is a machine. But we did say no Messi, no Ronaldo, no Pele, and no Diego Maradona.
Ronaldo ain't cutting the mustard. We're looking for ballers. We're looking for talent.
We got Maldini. Yeah, we got Maldini. Clarence Seedorf.
Oh, come on.
We got a big list. Right, who you got on your list? Who's on your list?
On my list?
On your list, because I need to
just
get this
ballers.
Short list. Come on then, mate.
Some of the best ballers that you'll ever hear of in your life.
Hit me.
Pele, Maradona, Baresi, Maldini, Ronaldo, Messi. Giggs was a question mark. I've got 22 players here. I'm going to go through 22 players.
So I'm just going to add some of these to the
Giggs
list.
was a question mark. Beckenbauer, Iniesta, Xavi, Puyol, Fat Ronaldo, Zidane, Henry, Best, Dennis Law, Dalglish, Bobby Charlton, Baggio, Cafu, Totti, and I put Del Piero on there just because I loved him.
I'd have Zlatan ahead of one of those ones you just said at the end. I can't remember which one it was. Totti, maybe. I'd have Zlatan over Totti, I think.
Would you? Well, that's why your opinion doesn't count when Simon Cowell's in charge.
Right. So this is our short list. Obviously, if anyone says any good ones, we'll add to it. We've got Zidane, Kenny Dalglish, Romario, George Best, Cafu, Ronaldinho, Batistuta, Maldini, Roberto Carlos, Baresi, the OG Ronaldo, Xavi, Di Stefano, Zico, Peter Schmeichel, Johan Cruyff, Thierry Henry, Eusebio, Beckenbauer, Giggs, Iniesta, Best. I think I said Best. Law. No. Law, Bobby Charlton, Baggio, Totti, Zlatan.
We've not really had a lot of old-time footballers, you know, like... I think our audience needs to be a bit older, you know.
Educated. Craig came up with some good ones, didn't he?
I know there's Zico and stuff like that, but...
So, last minute or two, we'll let people make some suggestions. But I'm going to make a couple of suggestions now. Lothar Matthäus.
Yes.
Craig Sullivan says, what about Birdcamp?
Birdcamp? Who's Birdcamp?
Dennis
Birdcamp.
Yeah. Rubbish.
No. I agree. I think he's good.
Good Muller from Germany. Not the Muller, not Thomas Muller, Gerd Muller.
You've just embraced the whole old thing. Yeah.
The 70s. Who else we got? Ronaldo.
Who's to be right? Jorginho, right back.
Yeah, he was the one who used to bang in those bangers every week, wasn't he?
Basically, banger Jorginho, we used to call him.
Right, going once, going twice.
Who won the competition, by the way?
John Charles, I'm having him in there. Good
Charles,
effort.
Christ,
yeah, John Charles. No, he was one of the best in the world. Did
superb for. Have you got Dennis Law in there yet?
Yeah. Klinsmann, Gaza.
Oh, no. Gaza's never getting in.
Not a charity, Huey.
Not a charity, come on.
Mbappe, Neymar. Having any of them? Yeah, I'm just saying, just reading some players out. I'm not saying they should be in there. Greatest footballers of all time. Klinsmann.
Try to stop myself from vomiting when you said Mbappe and Neymar.
You're a football snob, that's why. Would you have Klinsmann in there?
Klinsmann? Yeah. Nah, he's not making it. He's not good enough. Klinsmann doesn't make it. He's not good enough.
He's not good enough. Right, last guy. Wayne Rooney. Does he make the short list?
Why is he a good lad? He's a great lad. He loves the granny. He's a great lad, but he's not making the show.
Kaka. No, having it.
Nah, I'm not having him. I'm not having him at all. I didn't like him when he played, and everything he said, he was like, Jesus scored my goals, and all this. Sorry, mate. Jesus didn't score goals.
Your name's not down. You're not coming in.
You're not making the grade, mate.
King Eric.
Oh my word! Tell you what, he's the one. He pulls with heartstrings. He does, because he was my favourite player growing up.
Yeah, King Eric is going in at number 1, I think. Steve Highway. Not having that. Ray Clements.
It's just not my opinion. I don't know. I've never seen him play it, so.
Iker Casillas.
Nah.
Aaron Ramsey from 4 years ago.
Nah. Too well.
Hakan Sukur, Romario, Rivaldo.
No.
Luis Suarez.
Nah. Eats too many people.
Puskás. It was difficult, that one, isn't it? Because
I'm guessing it.
He's widely considered one of the best ever, but obviously we've never seen him.
We've not seen him. We've drank too much gin, and we don't have the recollection for that sort of nonsense. So
no.
We're going to put him as a no.
Manuel Neuer.
Sweeper keeper. I don't know. He's far too German for me.
Rob Boyle has said Larson. He hasn't clarified which
the
Larson.
King of Kings.
So I'm assuming that he means which was the one that played for Birmingham? Stephen Larson, was it? Or Stefan? I don't know. But I'm assuming he means him because it's Rob.
Who was it won the competition? I've just tried to.
Reece David Evans.
I seen him with a picture of a really bad shirt.
What a beautiful picture of Reece there.
Reece. Got your picture.
He means Henrik Larsson, King Henrik.
The King of Kings. He's playing to the audience now, isn't he? He's playing to the audience now, Rob.
Ian Rush.
Right, come on. Continue the show.
Patrick Vieira, Robert Pires, or not? Jesus Christ. Scraping the barrel a bit here now. Steven Gerrard.
Yes, he's contender.
What?
Purely because.
No.
So, what's your wife shouting? Come on, tell us.
I think she said fuck off, actually. She's potty mouth.
Quite right.
I don't know if she was talking to us, but...
Yeah, so
there we go.
Steve Gerrard, yeah, great baller.
Indeed, mate. There's no one really else I can think of. I've just brought up a list as well, and we seem to have covered everyone. And we've got to break this list down into top 10. So, we're going to do this quick, Kev, because really we're supposed to finish now. Kanchelskis, spot on. Damon Searle. Sebastian Larsson.
Damon Searle? Oh.
Yeah, he should be in it. Sebastian Larsson.
Kanchelskis is never making it.
No, I know. I used to love
never
watching him
making
play,
it.
though. Right, so Zidane is a definite, isn't he?
Yes.
George Best is definite.
100%.
Cafu, is he a definite 10? Or do we leave him for a minute?
He's one of the best right backs the world has ever seen.
Apart from yourself, obviously. But we'll have
go there.
Carrick. So
Didn't really want to go there.
Ronaldinho, is he a maybe at the moment?
He's a maybe.
Batistuta.
I love Batistuta. I think he's a great. I don't think he's top 10.
Would you have Maldini?
Maldini's top 10 all day long.
Roberto Carlos over Cafu? No, I don't think so.
No.
Franco Baresi, got to be your centre back.
Yes.
Do you know what we should do? Instead of doing a top 10, we should just pick a team.
Make magnificent moustaches.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it. So,
okay.
Right. So we got, these are the definites. You got Peter Schmeichel in goal.
Okay.
You've got Cafu at fullback.
Are we making a team here?
Yeah. Instead of top 10, we're going top 11.
Christ, you should have said make the best team. Right?
No. Well, no, we'll do it together now. So we got Schmeichel in goal, Cafu at right back. I'm going on the ones who we said are definitely in.
I can't spell and I'm really drunk, so Schmeichel. I'm just going to put Schmeisler. Schmeisler in the goal.
So Maldini, where are you playing Maldini? Centre back?
Maldini.
Or full back?
Left back.
Would you have left back, yeah?
Yeah.
Baresi in the middle.
Baresi,
Franco Baresi in the middle alongside. What a defence that is. Cafu, Baresi and Beckenbauer as your defenders. Rio Ferdinand on the bench. Beautiful.
Verdi, just take notes.
And then in the midfield.
What kind of formation you play?
Oh, well, we'll see now because we've got to go off the definites. So far, in front of the defenders, we've got Zidane and we've got George Best and we've got Batistuta up front. So, let's have a look who else is on the list. Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Yeah, he's on the definites, isn't he?
What's the other strikers on the list?
OG Ronaldo.
Yeah, and who else?
Di Stefano. Johan Cruyff, Thierry Henry, Eusebio, Giggs.
Okay, I thought it was very short. I thought it was a short list.
We got Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law, Baggio, Zlatan, John Charles, King Eric. So I think Cantona's got to be 4-4-2, is it? To get the best players in. So are we going with Batistuta and King Eric up front? Everyone do their team, their greatest 11 of all time.
Have you just decided on that? Is that what you feel is right?
The King Eric is going in. Yeah, absolutely. You don't think Eric Cantona is in that list? Who are you putting in front of him?
Fat Ronaldo's coming in there every day of the week.
What about 4-3-3? Ronaldo, King Eric and Batistuta.
No, you can't change systems just to suit your players.
Got to get King Eric is a must.
I'm writing mine down. You can write him in.
Right. Okay.
I'm putting Henry and Fat Ronaldo. We've got legs and we've got ability.
So you've just dropped Batistuta. You just said you wanted in.
No, I said he's great. I said I like him on my shortlist because he's a crazy horse.
Right. Do your team then, quick. Everyone do that. Everybody in the chat, do your team.
I'm just going off boys I've seen
from the shortlist. It's got to be from the shortlist, and we'll compare notes. Keep talking though, because otherwise it's just dead air. Dead air.
What are you thinking? Midfield?
I'm going George Best on one wing, Ryan Giggs on the other wing.
On the wing?
Yeah, Zidane.
He's a 10 dog, Bestie.
Yeah, but he's going to he's going to do a job for a team.
Baggio
no one mentioned James Costley says no one mentioned Alan Shearer.
Because he's English, mate. Nobody wants to know him.
That's what it is. Oh, centre midfield is going to be a tough one.
No English players in my team. Tell you that for a fact.
If I was going for balance, I would go for Lothar Matthäus in the holding midfield. But I'm not going for balance. I'm going for quality. Johan, the technical wizard Cruyff.
When you see my team, honestly, you will cry. You will cry with
laughter.
You will cry with envy, my friend.
It's difficult though with the players you've got to drop. So, No wonder David Moyes is struggling.
Giggsy boy's getting a game, 100%.
Yeah, you got to have balance, mate. Got to have balance.
On the right.
I can't decide if I want to play Di Stefano or Eusebio or Zlatan. Oh, it's so tough.
Zidane's playing in an arrow right position.
I'm going to go completely back on everything I said, and I'm going to put Thierry Henry in. Everything. I just went against all my beliefs.
Were you listening to me a wee bit there, were you?
But if you've convinced me. Unbelievable. I've done my team. Unbelievable team, by the way.
Do you want me to show you that?
Wouldn't lose a game.
Fat Ronnie's coming in all sorts of positions here.
Rio Ferdinand captain. Neil Harris has got to go, I agree, by the way, with Kelly Craig.
What a team.
It's absolutely disgusting.
A team. I've got arrows going everywhere and everything. What you
Come on in.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Right, goalkeeper.
Schmushkin.
Who's your goal? Schmeichel.
Schmushkin.
So, Schmeichel in goal.
This is sort of champ manager stuff. Look, so you've got Cafu is going to take the whole right flank. Zidane's going to play in the inside right role, where he's going to push on. He's going to be supporting Fat Ronaldo, because Fat Ronaldo needs support for that waistline. Baggio will be tucked in behind, collecting anything from Henry. Right. He will be feeding things. Mateus, what a player. He will be patrolling the whole of the back of the defence like an anchor. You've got Baresi and Beckenbauer there. Beckenbauer has actually got the licence to go forward. Maldini, been told on a short string, stay short. Giggsy boy got the full flank to unravel. Henry, do what you want. Fat Ronaldo, just go score goals. Boom. What a team. That is going to win World Cups. That is going to win
I've
Champions
gone
Leagues.
for the...
That is unbelievable. We don't need to hear anymore. We can end the chat. We can end the show on this. It's unbelievable, Jeff.
So, I've gone all out attack. I have, like, unbelievably all out attack. Like you wouldn't believe it. No one's gonna score more goals on my team.
Because I've seen your team.
So I've gone Peter Schmeichel in goal. I've gone Franco Baresi, Beckenbauer, and Maldini as a 3.
He's a good lad.
Three centre backs. And then I've gone my wing backs, and more like wingers. I've gone with Ryan Giggs and George Best as my wing backs. With
Best is not playing on the right wing.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a job for the team because we want to score goals.
You're not getting the best of there. You're not getting the best of the best.
Yeah, Football Manager style.
You're not getting the best of the best.
And then my holding midfielder is Xavi, with Zidane and Johan Cruyff in front, with Thierry Henry and Eric Cantona up front. Get in there. Come on. 2-0 down Cardiff. Harris out. Gotta go. Disgraceful.
Did you put 12 players in there, by the way?
No. Probably.
Did you have a back 4?
5. No, I had a back 3.
I was going to say.
Baresi, Beckenbauer, and Maldini. It's difficult. Like the players left out are ridiculous. It's just it's just the way it is, pal. Look, we've had a giggle. We've had a laugh. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. We appreciate it. We've talked a bit of crap tonight as usual, but we've also gone off on one a bit on the top 10 list about the players and gone into formations and stuff, which I'm sure makes for thrilling podcasts for people to watch. But I know everyone's got one eye on the football anyway. But we'll be back. When will we be back, Kev? Because it's on your schedule, son.
We're back tomorrow, mate.
Tomorrow?
6:30 tomorrow.
My wife will be thrilled.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know, mate. We'll be back.
Couple of weeks, probably, no?
Nah, we'll see what happens. We'll might be a wee bit shorter. Depends what sort of content we get. We need top 10s. We need would you rather's. We need... What else do we need?
Subjects, questions.
Yeah, just
anything.
Subjects. There could be a subject show where we just discuss Mexico. We could discuss countries. We could discuss alcohol.
We could discuss anything because it's unscripted.
Your favourite gin, your favourite alcoholic beverage. There we go. That could be a show. because
top
obviously
10,
I'm an expert.
top 10 alcohol, top
go
10
through-
alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
There we go. So how about if we say to the people, if we get 10 would you rathers, 2 subjects, and a few suggestions for top 10 lists, we will do another show, and we won't wait the usual 3
No, mate.
3
Don't look at
weeks. We will
Look at
do it
A week.
a week next week or the week
Yes.
after. Next
Possibly.
Tuesday.
Potentially. Yes, next Tuesday. We'll do it next
Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
Because we didn't mess about here.
We don't mess about, indeed. So if you want to see Super Kev Unscripted episode number 5 next Tuesday, instead
You have to just get
3 weeks time, we need, what did I say? 8 would you rathers,
Yes.
a couple of subject suggestions
Yes.
to talk about, and a few suggestions for top 10 lists, and tell your friends about this ridiculous show.
And know what we're going to be doing? That.
Reese needs to send us his address as well.
Yes, Reese needs to send us address. And there will be prints of that. There will be
Yeah.
prints up.
We're going to run competition every
We're
week.
going to run a million competitions.
We're going to run 155.
Thousands. 155, yep.
No,
155
we will. Every episode we'll run a competition for some of
For
Kev's prints.
For anything. For a shout out. Yeah, for a shout out for somebody's birthday, for somebody's Christmas. Because I've done about 5,000 of them. Anything. We will do a little competition for a little bit of fun.
Karen asks, what's the link to Kev's website? It is in the description. So on Facebook, it's in the episode description. It's the Kevin McNaughton Big Cartel link. It's on YouTube as well. So it's in the episode description. Just click it. Go buy some stuff from Super Kev's website. Because he's a very talented sportsman. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Not just tonight, but to all the previous Super Kev shows. All of the other shows and content and series that we've created in 2020. It's been a really amazing year. We've done some great stuff. We've done some fun stuff. Done some serious stuff as well with the mental health in sport. I hope 2021 is phenomenal for all of you. But most of all, I just hope it's better than 2020 because 2020 has been shite.
In the sunshine.
In the sunshine. Are you going to sing us out one last time?
Well,
2020.
No, what we should ask? We ask people what song they would like to be sung out. If I know it, I'll sing it.
It's good night from me and it's good night from you. What else? So Rob Boyle says, Happy New Year all. Here's hoping next year is a shitload better. Kevin, you're the top man, says Gavin. Craig Sullivan says, Cardiff team of the best Scots we've ever had. So that's the first suggestion for the next episode. Well done, Craig Sullivan. Kelly says, Grey Goose is the best alcohol.
Well, just off suggestions.
Yeah, indeed. Cheers. Karen says cheers. Gavin says thank you. Jason says good night, lads. Great show yet again. Jason David Jones just said Frozen. Oh, I think he means songs. So you got Frozen. You can do We Will Rock You, Old Cardiff City song, Kev, or and Karen says have a good New Year. Happy New Year, Karen, and have a great time with your family and your friends or whatever you end up doing in these weird times. Dope, the gin's gone. Perfect time to end.
No, it's fine. We're just chiming the bells. Chiming the
Just
bells.
chiming the bells, getting ready to song. Right, you got 3 choices for a song.
What's that?
Frozen, We Will
Frozen.
Rock You, or the old Kevin McNaughton song.
Sort of this thing. You're
You got
Frozen.
blood on your face, you big disgrace.
Let's see what do I need to get the lyrics. Not really good with lyrics.
Happy New Year, Reese. Cheers to everyone.
No, what, just
Everyone.
sing.
Eye of the tiger.
I'll give you a wee bit of Nessun Dorma.
Go on.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma, tu principessa,
nella tua fredda stanza. Ai stelle e tramontana amore, te si in speranza. Cheers!
Amazing. That was superb. I was going to end the show as you finished, but that was so good that I had to like drink it in.
You sucked up, didn't you?
It was amazing. Unbelievable. Superb. Round of applause. Everyone is stood up clapping. That is the perfect way to finish the Hug My Knee special. Super Kev Unscripted. We will be back next week. You know the conditions. Send us content suggestions, top 10s, would you rathers, everything. Cannot thank you all enough. It's been amazing. You're amazing. Kev's amazing.
Sorry, what was that?
Beautiful.